Hi, everyone. It's Diane Evans with stampingwithdiane.com. I'm an independent Canadian Stampin' Up demonstrator here in the interior of British Columbia. So if this is one of your first times joining me, welcome. I'm so glad that you have found me. Make sure that if you've joined me through my YouTube that you've subscribed. And you can subscribe just by hitting the bell, the button down below, and hit the bell, and you get notified immediately as soon as I update. As soon as I upload a new video or I do go live. Another thing is, if you're joining me through Facebook, that's great. Make sure that you're also subscribed to my YouTube channel, because there's a few other things that do go on my YouTube channel that don't go on my Facebook groups as well. In any event, all those links will be down below. Welcome. This is my Mystery Wednesday, and basically I've changed my mystery from when I started it around the COVID time. So what I do here is I give you three different items, and at that point, and I give you a pretty big range of what to do. And the reason I do these mystery challenges, my sketch challenges and techniques and that, is to help you as a paper crafter gain the confidence to create your own beautiful cards and creations. So I hope that I do inspire you by doing this. But I love the mystery because basically the mystery is an open book. Awesome. Hello, Pam, and hello, Betty. Now, just beware, this is part of a live presentation. So I do talk to the clients that do come on here. And if they have some questions, it might be some questions that you have as well. Awesome. So what were the three clues today? The three clues were Pebbled Path, which is a new in color, and I've never used it. And the next one was an embossing folder and a technique. How broad can that be, right? So let's jump on down to my desktop here. Hello, Kay and Pam. Yes, so I am using, today I'm going to use the embossed brick, exposed brick. 3D embossing folder. This is a brand new one in the annual catalog. I like it when you can do it the embossed or the debossed side. Great. I thought this would kind of go along with this Pebbled Path. It kind of gives that stone kind of look, that sort of stuff. And then I am also going to use Cheerful Daisies. I can't stop using this. Honestly, you guys, this is the best, one of the best suites. I think us as the International Creativity Abounds design team, I think we picked another winner. You can make so many cards with this particular one, and you never really get tired of it. So I hope you don't, because this is part of our International Stamp Camp. And basically, even if you are a demonstrator, this is a great deal. You get 13 make and takes plus an additional 13 just for the price of purchasing this and the in color jute. Hello, Brenda and Laura. You're going to see what I'm going to do today. And Jeanne. Awesome. Okay, so like I say, it's going to be using Pebbled Path, embossing folder, and a technique. Now, these would be any of my techniques that are on there, but you guys, I would not disappoint. And I have to do embossing resist. I did the resist yesterday with the markers, but embossing resist happens to be one of my favorite techniques of all time. So you know what? I won't disappoint anybody, but I think you'll be pleased with the results on this particular one. So with that Pebbled Path, I thought, you know, what colors am I going to use with this? What exactly am I going to do? And I thought, you know what? I'm just going to take some scraps. And yes, there's some that aren't scraps, but I had some scraps of this Pebbled Path. And this is what I did the embossing with on that exposed brick. Now, see, I like the embossed. I like the debossed side of this as well. I think I'll use this side, which is the embossed side, but the debossed is really attractive as well. This is a piece of Designer Series paper. Don't forget about the Designer Series paper pack. Can anybody tell me which one this is from? I do know. It is from and I'll just wait to see if I have any answers. But don't forget about the Designer Series paper sale, 15% off, a great deal. It used to be where you'd have to buy 3 and get 1 for free. This one's a lot better. Anyways, this color is actually not this color is actually not this Pebble Path. It's actually a gray granite, but I think it goes very well with it. This is from the Earth and Elements, and on the back is the Moody Mauve. That's how we say it in Canada. Anyway, so I'm going to have that piece, and these pieces were lying around on my table, so I thought, you know what, I'm going to use them. Now, doesn't this Pebble Path look amazing with the petal pink? I think this Pebble Path would have looked great with Blushing Bride, but I love it with this petal pink. So I've cut this piece, happens to be 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2. Let's go ahead. I've been forgetting and neglecting to talk about the measurements on here, so I had a good reminder about this. This piece is, and like I say, it's a scrap, so it's 3 inches by 5 1/4, and it's going to go there. And then I'm going to put this piece on here, which happens to be 1 1/2 by 5 inches, and it's just going to go about there. Now I want to put ribbon on this, and because I didn't go all the way to the end there, I may have to go ribbon all the way around. And this is the duo ribbon, and this has the petal pink, and it also has that lemon lime twist. I used that one yesterday, so I'm going to actually go and we're going to actually put this around the card. I don't normally do that, but I will be doing that today, because I want it to go completely, I want it to come around. So let's go ahead, and I don't normally put this on either. You know what, I'm going to glue this on. I actually did another card using this particular piece of Designer Series paper, and I'm really loving it. I know it looks kind of drab, but honestly, it's effective. It's really effective. Hello, Kathy. Yes, I think they go okay together. Now, like I say, I'm using the Daisy, Cheerful Daisy bundle. So I thought I'd use this one, and this stamp with these two here. So let's go, and I've got my basic white. And because it's a photopolymer stamp, I'm going to go with my, you can tell this is scrap. My goodness, like this is so nice when I can use scraps from my workstations, right? So I'm going to use my embossing buddy. And yes, like I say, I'm forewarning you, I am using Embossing Resist. But you can use any technique that you want. If you're having any issues about trying to find a technique, make sure you go to my Facebook group, the Stampin' with Diane group, and you can basically, just going to put that on there, and look up go under the files, and you can find a technique to do. Now, this is really kind of hard to see, so I'm going to space them quite a distance away. And we're going to put this one on as well. Using a lot of paper for this particular thing. But I'm going to come in with my white embossing powder. And like I say, the technique I chose was Embossing Resist. So most people know how to use that particular technique. All right, and then I also want to go and put these little things into, you know what, I should probably heat set this first. I think I will. And then I'll do those inside pieces. Now, doing white on white is sometimes more difficult Just make sure that you just start at one side and go around. Just move it ever so slowly. And like I say, we'll do the stamping first, and then we'll go from there. And I'm not going to, normally I would cut this out first, but I'm not going to because this particular technique is okay without it. Then I'm going to come in and let's put that little, oops, that's a little warm still. Just going to put that little piece, that center piece there. And that is hard to see. The centerpiece there, and then I also have this bigger centerpiece, which is going to go in the bigger daisy. And then we'll come back in. Now, there is a fear that I could overheat this, so you've got to be very careful when you go to heat this up, that you don't take that embossing powder off. And what I'll also do while I'm doing this is I have the sentiment, and I've cut this die also from the Cheerful Daisies. And we'll go in with that embossing buddy. Don't forget about your embossing kit. It's a great kit. Now, I wasn't sure exactly what I needed on here, so what I thought I'd do was just do a simple generic one where this is a thinking of you, and this one happens to be from, oh, is it from Cheerful? It might be from the Cheerful Sentiments, or it could be from the Wonderful Sayings. And then I'll just do this with the white embossing, and then we can put my embossing powder away with the lid on, and I won't. All right. So now we can just finish heat setting that, and we can start putting our card together almost. Whoops. So I'm just coming in with this. I'm going to just quickly set this. Probably should have heated that up first so that I don't want to overcook the rest of the daisy that I embossed. I think I did that okay. And I'm going to come in with my pick tool and just hold this. There we go. All right. So I think we've got our heat embossing done. And now it's going to be the technique itself. So like I say, this is going to go on here. This is going to go onto this part here. We have this. Now, this is my embossing resist. So I'm coming in. I was actually going to do a watercolor thing. So I didn't. So let me just go in with my Petal Pink. And I'm just going to sponge this on. I'm going to do it on all of them. Oh, I guess I should have done something for the middle as well. So it's resisting the embossing, the heated embossing. Now, what I want to do, I kind of want to add a bit more to there. So I'm taking my Pebbled Path, and I'm using a small brush. so that I just hit the inside and just bring it out a tiny bit from the inside. Just like this. And we're going to do that on all of them. So it's kind of looking like this, kind of looking like a mess, really. I'm just going to do this. And then I'm going to come back in with my petal pink. And just get the rest of that done. Over top. We just want to make sure that that's good and covered. I see that this one I didn't. All right. Now the key with embossing resist technique is to come with a piece of paper towel and rub on the top and see how that's now starting to, between this one and this one. And that is just taking the ink off of the embossed powder. And then this one as well. Now I've gone ahead and I've done that already. And I've cut them out. So hopefully they'll look about the same. Oh, not bad. Just come in here with a little bit more. There we go. Not as big of a, there we go. Just like that. And now what I'm going to do is I want to put this onto here. So I've got the Pebbled Path, I've got the embossing, and now I have my technique done as well. And I want to put this on here, just like there. So whoops, I don't want that there. This maybe up here. This maybe underneath, and then this over top like that. Is that how I kind of want it? Sure. So I'm just going to put a tiny bit of glue on here. Some there. Let's just bring that back down. Yeah. Okay, so that's just going to be like that. We're just going to have this on here just a bit. All right. Now I want to get, I'm thinking, I'm going to leave that like that. I'm going to put this on. Just going to go here. And I have to honestly tell you how this came about with these colors was I was trying to look at a pink or something that was very subtle. And this is kind of what I came up with. So I'm going to cut off a fair amount of that because I don't know if I'm going to tie it in a bow. Now, the only reason I can put this completely around there is because this is a 4 1/4 by 11. So I'm going to come in here. I'm thinking to myself, this is going to go here. Yeah, that'll work. I'm going to use a glue dot to hold that in place. Get that take your pick tool. Just going to get that, put that right about there. And that'll be like my third set of hands, right? Let's bring that down. There we go. And now to tie the bow, just turn it upside down. I do bunny ears with my bows. Never used to do them this way, but I found they work about the best. So this is just going to come down. I'm just going to pull this down a bit. Leave that like that. I might end up just doing this in a knot, but I think that might work okay. This is going to come here. Now, on the back of this, what I want to do is I also want to put some of this. And this is the Essential Twine, and it's a smoky slate one. So I'm just going to come in with some tear and tape. And maybe I should have another piece of that on here, I'm thinking. Excuse me. That. Thank you. Yeah, if you like this, please give me the thumbs up. I really do appreciate that. If you like, you could share my video. I really need to increase my my YouTube followers. So if you could help me there, I'd really appreciate it as well. All right, so we're just going to actually just loop this around. Just like so, a little bit here. When I go to cut this off, and I'm going to actually turn around and attach this with dimensionals on here. So this is going to come up here. Just a little subtle. Let's go one there. And another one right there. And then come in with your dimensionals and hold down your tape with the dimension, or hold down that string with the dimensionals. You know, this would be nice if this kind of showed over here as well. Don't think it was going to. It's okay. So this is just going to go up here. And then I did cut one of these out of the thing. I could have done it in the petal pink, but I thought if it went over that way, it would be okay. So let's go ahead and attach that. And that's going to go over this way here. Yes, this could be. And that's why I did like a thinking of you on there. This way, this gives me a lot of reasons that I've got this card, that I can give this card to somebody, is because it's got that I'm thinking of you, thinking of you. You know what? Maybe I don't want that bow. Well, you know what? I think I do. Let's have that like that. Now this, thinking of you, can be like this, and then those pieces are coming up underneath there, and I'm okay with that. So I'm going to put the dimensionals on this side. So what are you thinking of this Pebble Path? Is it not pretty? Oh my goodness, I really like this color. I think a Pebble Path would be really good with, I'm thinking maybe a berry burst. So let's see how that's going to turn out here. Let's do that. You know what? That's going to need double dimensionalized. Oops. Because of the bow, it's raised up quite a bit, so I'll just do that. So don't forget to share my video. See how subtle designer series paper can make a card, right? Just like that. want to bring this piece down here a bit. Let's see that. And then, so there's that. And then what we can do is, these are the in colors. Geez, I've already used all of the wild wheat. Can you believe it? I was the one that was the most against wild wheat, and I've already used all those colors up. Just shows you. I think these are very versatile colors. One there, and I'm just going to take this off if I don't move that. There we go. So there's our card there. And we have to go ahead and do that on the inside. And you know what? I really wish I'd done this before. So I'm going to do it just because I think it'll look better. I'm going to actually emboss resist this daisy as well. Just off in the corner. Coming in with my white. I will never tire of embossing. I know I won't. And really, it's a classic technique, that's for sure. All right, so I'm just going to heat set this and then put that center in there. Yeah, I'm really liking that. Kind of reminds me a bit, this Pebbled Path reminds me a bit of the old Tip Top Taupe color as well. Okay, we're just going to go in, put this piece in there. Yeah, you've got to finish this inside of the card off that way for sure. And I know Jan's on here and she's saying you should do something with the envelope, but I'm working with scraps. So I don't have any more of those scraps left. Unless I get my second pack, right? Oh, thank you. Thank you, Lorraine. Okay, so we have that. Let's go back in with that same petal pink. Yeah, we've got to do this. Like that. Let's come in with our Pebbled Path. Where is that? I know I have some on here. That might be enough. Don't think so, but we'll give it a try. I don't know where my Pebbled Path went to. But there's enough on there. We're okay. Then let's again come in and just rub this, and that'll make it pop. So just like that. And let's go ahead. Geez, I wish you could see this in real life because it is a lot prettier, I'm sure, than what I'm seeing on the screen here. There we go. Oh, that looks like that's even kind of crooked. Is that crooked, that paper? Let's see. 3 3/4. Nope. Maybe this piece is crooked. Nope. It's obviously my eyes. All right. There we go. So, mystery challenge solved. Thank you. Thank you, Pam. You know, always get a second package. Yes. But honestly, if you know how much I go through, I'm actually going to be using this piece for a card class that I have. So, and I need the 2 packs of it. Actually, we're going to have this designer series paper for a whole year. So what a great time to buy the designer series paper, right? Oh, thank you. Did I emboss the pebbled pink? I might have gone to sleep. Oh dear. No, I embossed the pebbled path. I did not emboss. I don't like embossing just on the front part of a card. I like a separate piece put on it. That's just one of my, that's kind of a hang up of mine. Again, like I say, give me the thumbs up. Share my video. I really do appreciate it. And let's see what's happening tomorrow. You know what? Maybe I'll do it doubled this way, and then that way you can still see this card. Tomorrow is my Now What series. I do that at 6:30 Pacific time. I'll be playing with something from the studio, something that you probably already have. Actually, I haven't played with this for quite a while. So join me. Well, that's my thought for today. That could change between now and tomorrow. How sad is that? Nothing stays the same. But yeah, there's the card there. A really nice, this is if somebody's sick or if it's a sympathy card. Yeah, it's very appropriate for a sympathy card with that Pebbled Path on there as well. All right, you guys, we will see you tomorrow at 6:30 Pacific time with my Now What series, and then again on Saturday with my card sketch. So remember to create, because it's great for the soul. And if you do live in Canada and you need a demonstrator, don't forget to, I would love to be your demonstrator. Or better yet, why not join my team? Get the best deal that you can. Get a $205 for $135. It's a steal. It's one of the best deals. In any event, you guys have a great day. Bye for now.